What deck should Ludwig play in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel? With the recent surge of Twitch personalities and Ludwig himself going into Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, the game's gotten a bit of life back into it again. But that's not gonna last forever unless we do something about it. Now, oh my god, I hate everything. And I hate you. Now, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a game that's really dependent on what you play to win, at least in this current format, not including tiers. So, we gotta just do that. We gotta change what they're playing to keep them interested and to hopefully keep the spark alive. So here are the top 3 decks I'd recommend our Luddy Luddy boy to play in Master Duel. Number 1, Heat Soul Control. This is a quirky choice because it's a slight shitpost, but hear me out, right? Ludwig hates hand traps, so give him a deck where he has nothing to really do but draw hand traps. If you're unaware, Heat Soul Control is where you make Decode Talker Heat Soul, you draw a bunch of cards off of its effect, and you hopefully draw hand traps that will stop your opponent from playing the game, enough to then use your Cyber's monsters to OTK. Access code lines, you know what I'm saying? Now, why am I forcing Ludwig to play Heat Soul Control, to play hand traps when he really hates them? Except for Karibo, he just kind of forgot it existed. Well, hand traps are kind of intrinsic, kind of integral to the current modern metagame, and they ain't leaving anytime soon, bud. Instead of hating them, let's just learn to live with them. Number 2, Branded Blue Eyes. Now, I like Blue Eyes as much as the regular homie, but Ludwig likes him a lot more than the regular person. Kinda cried over it, apparently. I hope I'm taking this clip in context, it'll be on the screen right now. Let's have him play Blue Eyes, but let's have him play Blue Eyes with the branded engine, making it effectively much better than it would be just on its own, because you kinda have to put some meta into it. You kinda have to speed up to the current metagame to appreciate Yu-Gi-Oh! For what it is right now, because, well, what it is right now is kinda cool, not gonna lie. That's why I still play the game, despite issues that persist. But now you might be asking, what the hell is the branded engine? What the hell is an engine? Well, you can see the video in the iCard right now, which will tell you what the branded engine is, but what is an engine? Well, in my own words, it's a collection of cards that either lets you do things in different ways, or lets you do different things, period, with a deck, right? Let's say you have a deck that makes synchro monsters in one particular way. You could add a collection of cards that can let you synchro summon in a slightly different way, or can let you do something completely different like XC summon into the deck, and that would be an engine. It lets you access things in a different way, or lets you access new things, i.e. it opens possibilities that your deck couldn't achieve before without those cards. And that's what the branded engine does. It is an engine or collection of cards focused on branded fusion. A fusion spell card that is really powerful and can essentially summon out your own fusion flavored Blue Eyes that is also better than most Blue Eyes monsters. It has the same stat line, it can get rid of a monster on your opponent's side of the field, it can nuke your opponent's board, and the cards that it sends to the graveyard as cost for its removal effect can also be beneficial in certain times and places. What's stopping you from playing this engine? Number 3, Tri Brigade. Now you might be thinking, but Morocco, didn't Ludwig already play Tri Brigade in the first place? Sort of, but he played it really bad. Not to his fault, to his mod's fault. They gave him a really shit, dysfunctional Tri Brigade deck, and he looked up a tutorial for what's supposed to be an optimized one from Decade. Now, I love Decade as much as the next person, however, his tutorials are meant for people who already know the basic rules of Yu-Gi-Oh!, know what a Link Summon, Pendulum Summon, whatever is, and just want to know how to do things. But when you don't know anything, like how Ludwig was when he was in this tournament, at least I'm assuming, as far as I know, that's not gonna really bode well, especially because most of the cards that he was trying to use didn't exist in the deck he was given. So let's give you another shot with a deck that I think is a great beginner pick, and well, have fun, because I think Tri Brigade Zodiac is really good. It's got some great concepts it's instilling in you, and it's using 2 of the easiest ways to summon. And it also introduces you to the concept of hybrid decks, of mishmashing different archetypes. Because Tri Brigade can be used in more than just Tri Brigade Zodiac. Tri Brigade Melfi, Tri Brigade Branded even, Tri Brigade Ancient Warriors, the list can go on and on and on and on. But you get the point. And it also introduces the concept of alternate summoning conditions through literally all the Zodiacs, and through the Tri Brigade's banishing from graveyard gimmick. Now, if you want to know what exactly this all means, and want to have a ground up description of how it goes, you can just tell me or let me know in the comments or DM me on Twitter or something. So if you want that, sure, but otherwise, this is where I'm signing off. And hey, if you want to look at more videos on what Twitch talents should be playing in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, as far as I know, then you can check out the video up here where I talk about what Iron Mask should probably play, and yes, there's live twins in it, but there's a very good reason why. Watch the video to find out now.